Hello everybody, DJ Vic Vapor with you. Gonna make a wet dry effect rack. So let's take a look at how we're gonna achieve that. I got a little drum loop here, nothing special. Just some audio for us to work with. And we'll go down here and we will add an effect rack. Grab an audio effect rack, drop it here, open up this guy, open up our macros, and of course we have nothing in there. So let's just put a few things in here. What do we want to work with? Let's go with a, I'll grab a filter delay, and I will grab a reverb. So let me go ahead and Command R and name these real quick. Filter delay and Command R reverb. And then I'm just going to blank right click and create a blank chain here, Command R, and that's going to be a dry signal. So that's how we're going to set that up. So on the filter delay, let's solo that guy and just kind of dial it in a little bit here. Let me get this closed out of the way and play this. What I want to do is put these these volumes at 0. So let's get this guy at 0. Enter. Enter 0. I'll just leave the middle one as is. I'm not too well. I'll go ahead and put it at 0. There we go. So everybody's at 0. The dry is turned all the way down here. Feedback's kind of set wherever, but yeah, it's a little bit better. All right, so first thing I want to do here is map a few on the filter, map a few macros. So we will go with this guy right here, and we're going to work on the bottom row. So we'll map this guy to 5, and we'll map this guy to 5. So now we've got a macro for our filters, and let me go ahead and make sure I stay in tune with my ability to name everything before I get too far ahead and forget. Filter, and then we'll make filters. Let's make them yellow. So let's map a couple more deals here. Let's put the filter out here somewhere. Let's go ahead and map our feedbacks. We'll map those to 6. And you can see they changed because now the macro was set at 0, so they instantly changed, but they were around 21 or so, somewhere in there. So we'll just put them back. Let's make those guys red, and we will Command R, and we will type in feedback. All right, so we've got a filter, feedback. That should do it for that. Let's dial in some reverb now. I'll solo that. All right, so let's map size to 7, and let's map decay to 8. So we will make this guy whatever that is, room size, and decay time. We will make that guy. Well, I hate that color. That one's better. All right, so decay time, we need to move that guy. So we've got a few controls mapped on the bottom. Leave the top open. So, and of course this is dry, nothing there. So let's see what we can do here to create like a wet to dry scenario. So we're going to open up the chain selector. And then we're just going to distribute evenly. So I just opened up the top one, pulled it all the way across. And if you put distribute, right click, distribute equally, it spreads them all out for you. So if we want to go from So our dry's down here. Let's leave this guy all the way across. And then if you hover above this little top area, you can create like a crossfade. If I can grab it just right here. So we'll create a crossfade because I want the dry to kind of drop right there. And then this guy, reverb can come in right near the end. So let's change the position on that to about right there, and then we'll create a nice fade. So reverb will come in right near the end, and then we'll put the, let me see what I want to do with the delay. So delay, yeah, delay will fade out right there. So what we'll do is I'll put the delay all the way across, and we'll have it fade out as the reverb kicks in. And then if I go to the chain selector, right click, I can send it to macro 1, and then we've got the ability to dial that in. So let's see if we got this figured out the way I want it. I'm actually thinking, let's just check it out. So what we want to do is calm down this delay. Let's bring it in late. Let's bring it in with the reverb. Kind of like right in there. So we'll be dry. So there's no effect happening. And then as we move across here, we'll begin to have our effects kick in. And delay is a little intense, so let's take a look at what we want to accomplish here. I mean, you can dial this into taste, or you can use whatever effects you want. I'm just experimenting at this point. But there you have it. Nice, short, easy tutorial on creating a wet, dry, or dry, wet effect rack in Ableton Live. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for pushing play. And as always, peace.